So dear students, I am continuing with capital budgeting portions where we had already gone through non-discounting techniques, payback period and average rate of return. And in the last session, last video clip, we had gone through discounted payback method. Before getting into other methods of discounting methods, today's session I will be taking you what is payback bailout and what is payback reciprocal. These two are very important questions for the examination. So this is connected with payback period itself. I hope that you remember the acceptance rule of the payback period. That is, if payback period is less than or equal to standard payback period, we have to accept the project. And if a payback period is payback period is greater than the standard payback period, we have to reject the project. This is the common acceptance rule for both payback method, whether in non-discounting technique or in discounting technique. This is the common rule. So I am not repeating what is payback again here. Today's session I will be dealing with what is payback bailout. From the term itself it is clear. What do you mean by bailout? Bailout means we are rejecting the commitment of the project or we are rejecting an obligation. So under the payback bailout there is a rule like this. You could see that if it is necessary to scrap the machinery or project or plant even before the payback period, we have to take the salvage value in determining the bailout. This term is something technical which is difficult to understand for you, but I will explain in a very easy way through a problem. What is payback bailout? Just understand the meaning that bailout means rejecting the proposal. Why we are rejecting a proposal? So you know well that look into this case. Before explaining the problem, look into this figures. These figures. For example, if an initial investment of the project is 2 lakh, okay, proposed investment of a project is 2 lakh, and the regular CFAT is 40,000. So under normal payback period, normal here means what is it? Non-discounting. Under non-discounting technique payback method, what we do? Initial investment divided by CFAT, we will get 5 years as the payback period. This is what we had studied under the non-discounting technique, normal payback period calculation. This is 5 years. Take another case. Project investment in B, or it's a B project. 2 projects are there. It's a B project, second project. 3 lakh is the initial investment and the CFAT for that project is 80,000. We will get 3.75 years, which is the payback period. This is what we had studied under the non-discounting technique, normal payback method, normal payback period. If we consider these 2 projects, which one we choose? We will choose this project because this project is having minimum payback period when compared with this. But you could see that the initial investment for both the project is different and the return is different. In such cases, you could even apply discounting technique and find out according to the time value of money which project is beneficial. These are the things which we had studied under the payback period. Why? Take the first case itself. Why we are bailing out or rejecting this project? How do we calculate? It is what we are studying under the payback bailout. Let us see how we could go ahead with this with a new problem. Okay, this explanation I had given in order to look into the normal payback period. Let us see how the payback bailout is worked out and why it is worked out. Bailout is worked out for such reasons that, suppose you assume that this project is even it will take 5 years to get back the return. Sometimes the machinery or the plant in which you had invested will become obsolete or will have more depreciation or will be losing its value then sometimes it will not be worth for using it for 5 years. In such cases, we have to bail out. Hope that you understood the meaning. Once more I will tell. Suppose the machinery or plant investment is 2 lakh and the payback period is 5 years as we had calculated. It is not sure that whether that particular plant or machinery will go or work up to 5 years. Sometimes in the second year or third year itself, because of its depreciation, high usage, okay, or obsolescence or of new technology, the plant value will come down. In such cases, we have to dispose the machinery. That is what we are studying under the payback period. So it is not compulsory that even though we had invested in a particular plant 2 lakh, it have to be kept up to 5 years because of the payback. No, it's not compulsory. Why? Because situations may arise where the machinery will become obsolete or the machinery will become deterioration of its value or high depreciation, or no, because of the huge usage. Some machineries it will be used by 24/7, huge usage. The machinery return or the WDV of the machinery may come down to such an extent, so lower value that we have to sell off the machinery or dispose the machinery. That is why we are studying payback bailout. Let us go through the problem in detail. Look into this problem. Project A, plant investment expected. That is, a company is investing in project A where its investment is 2 lakhs. Project B, it is 3 lakh crores of rupees investment. So a company is investment in 2 projects. Project A 2 lakh crores and project B or plant B 3 lakh crores. Both the machinery is having the life expectancy value of 10 years. So that is the information which is common for both the plants, 10 years. Okay, that is additional information given. CFAT is also given for both the projects. For project A, it is 40,000 crores, 40,000 crores per annum, and project B, it is 80,000 crores per annum. So with these two information itself, we could calculate the payback, that is CFAT and initial investment. Now let us check what are the other informations given. Salvage value of the project, of the salvage value expected every year is given. It's a new information which you have to watch very carefully. Salvage value means what? Scrap value of the machinery is given. What is it? See, you have to understand one thing, it is not after 10 years life expectancy salvage value. From the year beginning itself, salvage value is given. For example, if the even though the machinery value is 2 lakh crores for the for the first year, initial investment 2 lakh crore for the first year, salvage value of the machinery at the end of first year is 1,40,000 crores. And it will decline. Declining rate is given. Decline at the rate of 20,000 every year. Means what? First year it is 1,40,000 salvage value. Second year it will be 1,40,000 minus 20,000, which is 1,20,000 salvage value. Third year it will be 120 minus again 20. That is 1 lakh rupees salvage value. Like that it goes on declining. So salvage value, every year salvage value is given at a declining rate of 20,000. First year salvage value is 140, and for machinery B it is 160, and its declining rate is 40,000. Everything is in crores. You have to understand that amount, everything it is in crores. Now they are given, they had asked inside the question, discuss its feasibility and report which project should be accepted after taking into consideration bailout. That is the question. We have to take into consideration bailout. So let us look into the answer side. Let us first calculate the normal payback period. Normal payback period, what is under non-discounting technique, what is the formula? Initial investment divided by CFAT, cash flow after tax. Here it is regular cash flow, so we could take directly. It is mentioned CFAT for the next few years. It's not mentioned how many years. It is mentioned next few years CFAT is 5 years. So initial investment by CFAT we are getting 2 lakh divided by 40,000, we are getting 5 years for the first machinery. Similarly, in case of project B, we are getting 3 lakh divided by 80,000, 3.75 years. As I told early, this example I had taken early. No, I told early. Here the payback period is less for 3.75, less for project B. But the initial investment is high for project B. Let us see how we could proceed under bailout. So this is the new calculation for bailout. Here I am going to teach bailout application. So for calculating the bailout, very important is that first you take the cash inflow of the first year. What is it? 40,000. So 40,000 plus salvage value for the first year you have to take. That is 40 plus 140. 1,80,000 is the first year CFAT. So what is the new thing we are studying? Under bailout, we have to take into consideration the concerned salvage value for each year. So look into the second year CFAT. Second year CFAT is, we have to take cumulative CFAT as it is regular cash inflow. So 40,000 first year plus second year 40,000, we get 80,000 cumulative CFAT plus salvage value of that year. What is the salvage value of that year? 1,40,000 minus declining 20. 120 is the salvage value. We will get 2 lakhs. So 2 lakhs. I had calculated only for 2 years. Why? The reason is that within second year, the initial investment we are able to recoup. So the it is 2 years is the payback period which is coming here when we are taking into consideration the bailout application. If without taking the bailout application, the payback period is 5 years, but by taking the bailout application, it is 2 years. Why we are taking bailout? Because it means that within 2 years, the machinery value will come down, and the total value of the machinery will within 2 years itself it reaches 2 lakhs. So it is better to bail out after 2 years. We could dispose of that machinery or plant. That is the meaning of it. Look into the second case. Second case, how do we calculate the CFAT? Second case, you could look into here. The CFAT or cash flow, regular cash flow is 80,000. So CFAT for the first year is 80,000 regular cash flow plus salvage value. Salvage value is given here in the question, 1,60,000. 1,60,000, 2,40,000 is the first year CFAT. Second year it will be cumulative cash flow. Cumulative cash flow is first year 80 plus second year 1,60,000 plus salvage value of the second year. What is the salvage value of the second year? Salvage value of the second year is, here it is given in the question. 160 is the salvage value of the first year minus 40,000 of the declining rate for the second year. We will get 1,20,000 for the second year. 160 minus 40, 120. So the CFAT is cumulative CFAT for the second year for machinery B or plant B will be 2,80,000 rupees in crores. What it indicates? It indicates that the machinery, the return is 2,80,000. The third year return, let us check the third year return. Cumulative CFAT 2,40,000 plus salvage value of the third year. What is the salvage value of the third year? 160 minus 40 minus 40. Okay, it will come 80,000. That is 160 salvage value for the first year minus 40 for the second year and minus 40 for the third year. We will get 80,000. That is 160 minus 80. This is 80. We'll get 80,000. So the CFAT for the third year is 3,20,000. The machinery value here, what is in the initial investment? 3 lakh. Within 3 year itself, it is able to recoup. So here the bailout period is third year. That is, within 3 years we could bail out the machinery. We could dispose of the machinery. So look into very carefully. Under normal non-discounting technique method, the payback period is 5 years, where under the bailout application in the payback, with the bailout application, the payback, the project A payback period or bailout, it becomes 2 years. And in case of project B, the bailout period, the normal payback period is 3.75 year, whereas the bailout, it came within 3 years. That is calculated here. In the third year itself, we could bail out. So under the bailout period, bailout payback bailout application, with the payback bailout application, the machinery A is having only 2 years and machinery B is having 3 years. So which is less? 2 years. 2 years is less. So we have to take into consideration what? The machinery A as the feasible machinery or the feasible plant. So that is all about payback bailout. Thank you.